Hey, what's up? This is Adam Brisbane, first president of the Northwest. I see there's a lot of protests going on right now after the U.S. election with Trump and Clinton. I just want to say we dodged a bullet with Trump. We were headed towards full-scale nuclear war with Clinton, and as a lot of the protesters are upset that that she didn't get in because Trump is a bigot, a racist, and all this stuff. Well, whatever. It may be true, but regardless, Hillary Clinton, she was going to go to war with Russia, and she was talking about it openly, and it's a good thing. I mean, but the thing is, I left the union before the election started. Oh, why wasn't it in the news then, Adam? Well, that's because we have American news. If you're going to secede, American news, even alternative news, is not going to cover your secessionist movement because they're pro-American, and I understand that and everything. What I want to say to America and the rest of the world is America has forgotten what it was founded on. And the reason I left the Union here in the Northwest with Cascadia is because our most basic right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, these are supposed to be unalienable rights. Our most basic right to life has never been upheld by the government. Or execution, abortion, and lethal force, things like that would not exist. And the government, it likes those things because it makes it feel powerful. But if you remember in the Declaration of Independence, well, we are able to leave any government that doesn't uphold our most basic unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So that door was open. It was open before Trump. And Trump has nothing to do with Cascadia. This is a real secessionist movement, and the protesters out there at the Capitol in Olympia and stuff, they don't represent Cascadia. They're just disgruntled Hillary supporters, blind pushing this psychopath that laughed about crushing Libya, Oh, that's the beauty of ignorance, I guess. I have all those people pounding at the door of the former government, and it wasn't even on my behalf. So that's hilarious. But what ignorance is bad with is things like unalienable rights. And see, if you get the wrong person in politics to be your president or whatever, who doesn't understand our most basic right to life yet, like Jay Inslee doesn't get it yet, and that would be our governor, right? Well, he's pushing Planned Parenthood down our throats, and who was that founded by? Well, it's like Bill Gates' parents. They were racist eugenicists. Margaret Sanger, openly racist, and all these quotes. You're talking about people who wanted to play God with the human population, and in particular African Americans, and in poor communities. Well, the thing about abortion is they pump up all this propaganda, this pink propaganda about a woman's right to choose, and you're against freedom if you're pro-life. And the thing about that is, well, we were never supposed to have abortion in the first place because it violates our most unalienable right to life. You have to protect that life from the womb. And they'll just muddy the water and argue, oh, it's not a real person yet. Really, Bill Nye just needs to back off, because this is a serious ethical dilemma. If you muddy the waters on dehumanization, it's just going to go on forever and ever, and you're going to end up with stuff like incarceration, and that is defined as torture now by my government. You're putting a man in a cage, and governments have gotten high off the power to put a man in a cage for centuries, But did that make it right? No. You're violating someone's unalienable right to happiness. That's not justice. That's torture. And there's no judge that can stand up to that. There's no judge who can and get high and mighty with me. I'm higher than the Supreme Court right now. I'm higher than Obama. I'm higher than Trump. Trump is fired. Your entire generation has left us in the dust, and this capitalist, selfish push for yourselves, and you, America. It's not like the Mexicans who want to take care of their family, who have a good family structure where they want to stay together. We've lost that. Our culture, we've lost that with capitalism and everything. It's mixed up our priorities to where having things is more important than our own family anymore. And we all get scattered out to different parts of the world, and we don't stick together anymore, We've got a lot to learn about a lot of things. Like, as far as the environment is concerned, blah, 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 it doesn't matter what I say. He'll just throw on the coal. And here I am. I've made an over unity drive that can turn a solar panel into 10 times the power. You can make thermoelectric. Okay, in the next ice age, it could be 15 years from now. We're going to have a mini ice age. Are we going to be prepared for that if we have idiots running the show? For our own survival, we would have to make a hydrogen-powered torch that runs on the snow. And that's what I want people to know. You have to do things to prepare for our survival on planet Earth, to prepare the biodiversity of all the species for extreme climate conditions. We have to be prepared for man-made asteroids coming in with the power of 1,000 nuclear bombs, If we aren't prepared for things like that, if you have some guy that's just la-da-da, up there making imaginary wars with ISIS and stuff like that to invade any country we want, you have to get past all that. Exploiting other countries has to stop. you know, going in and plundering them for their resources, squashing their leader. That's not the America that I I I thought was great. You know, just sweeping all of it under the rug under the name of fighting the war on terror, when, oh, who was really responsible in the first place? Well, I mean, you can get into 9/11 all day long. I'm just telling you right now, the war on terror is a fraud. We use proxies to invade countries and to go anywhere we want, basically. And I don't like what's happening as we go and surround Russia, with NATO. We're playing God too much on the world stage. We need to have a non-interventionist foreign policy. And the Northwest, I have declared it an international neutral zone. You can't really fuck with the Northwest. You will be fucking with the world army. And when I say that, this is the evolution of what all armies become. It's the world army. You have the world army and a world general. I have given extraterrestrials permission to shoot down our intercontinental ballistic missiles. If you go at another nation, well, they're going to help because we have poor leadership right now. Maybe the U.S. Navy will be there if North Korea shoots one off, you know. But we have to have a world army eventually that also they're a part of. Because if you have national rivalry in the nuclear era, we're not going to have a planet anymore. It's just going to end badly. And this is what Stephen Hawking and all, they're trying to figure out how to make planet Earth survive the next 100 years. And I'm telling you, you have to prepare for the next mini ice age. You have to mass produce the hydrogen torch that runs off water, aka snow. You'll have lots of snow in a mini ice age. And then you can have energy using peltiers. So use your hydrogen torch to heat the peltiers, and there, la-da-da, free energy off of the snow. You'll have heat to keep warm, and you'll have electricity, and you're going to want a way to melt it away. This could happen. I mean, all this global warming talk, well, we could have a nuclear winter. If you go down the same path and you don't listen to me at all, if you don't have any organization, see, extraterrestrials, they see us as disorganized. We have all these different militaries and all these different nations. We shoot one off at them. They're like, "Where's your command? Where's for your whole planet?" You see what I'm saying? And what am I supposed to say to them? Well, I can't communicate with the leaders of Earth yet. They're a little uncommunicative. They don't really want to give up their power and their nukes yet. They're so nationalistically hell-bent on having the bomb for their own safety. If you have a world army in benevolent, safe hands, that it will remove their desire to have the bomb away. I don't want nations to have super weapons where it's ambiguous who did it. Weather weapons, earthquake weapons. Tesla made an earthquake weapon. I mean, you don't think they didn't take that and recreate it? Whenever you see funny rainbows and that are like flat rainbows, what do this is a precursor to man-made earthquakes. We just think that it's ice crystals. How stupid are we? You have to think a little deeper. this is planet Earth. We have to keep our planet in the right way if we're at this point in history, if we're going to continue. And I know there's a lot of talk about climate change. They want to implement a global carbon tax. Well, people are like, fuck that. Fuck a global carbon tax. Well, there has to be some sort of awakening about this. I mean, and there is. This is why China is going to solar from coal. They're sick of breathing coal. They're the leaders in solar now. Good things are happening. Take the solar panel in my over Unity drive. There's 10 times the power from a 100-watt panel. I mean, we need to make batteries better. We have Elon Musk. He's making the home Tesla battery, or whatever it is, and it's probably going to be lithium ion. Well, the thing about lithium ion is, if you've seen the hoverboards, they're starting fires. You think it's smart to create a bunch of lithium ion home batteries? They're going to start fires. His cars have started on fire. I mean, just because it has the name Tesla, and he's doing something good by trying to end the combustion engine, doesn't mean lithium ion is the way to go. We have better things than that now. Facebook has started their own solar plane. So they're flying across the world to broadcast their internet, their Facebook, with the solar plane. We could all be flying solar planes if we didn't have high voltage hazardous power lines flying overhead. So eventually you're going to have to get rid of the grid altogether. Nuclear, hydro, all the grid energies are going to disappear, and we have to mass produce for each home individually. Go ahead, make solar panel roofing companies. Make home batteries. But be careful how you do it. We have salt batteries now. A salt battery can have hundreds of discharges, 100%. And that's better than all the other batteries. Something cheap like salt is something that we can mass produce. Lithium ion, well, it's not good to invade Afghanistan and plunder their lithium and help harvest opium that turns into heroin that gets fit with elephant tranquilizers back home. What you think all these soldier suicides are for nothing? It's because they have poor leadership. The U.S. government has had poor leadership since 9/11. You know what I would have done on 9/11? I would have just stuck to my guns. I would have just figured out who did it. Who did it? It wasn't Osama bin Laden. CNN paid people to stand around Osama bin Laden with machine guns to make it look like he had support. What's going on here? What's going on with our news and our media? When are they going to cover Cascadia? Well, secessionist movements, they're just not popular in America. If it bleeds, it leads, right? Yeah, that's what the media is looking for. They're looking for blood. Well, what if I leave the Union without a drop of blood? What if I do it right now with words? What if I'm doing it right now?